Welcome to the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. Our match today is Shane Van Boening from the USA versus Oliver Szolnoki from Hungary. It's a race to 9, alternate break. 9s are on the spot. 3 object balls must go past the head string for a legal break. 3 consecutive fouls by the same player is loss of game. We're at the IDM Club. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. I don't know much about Oliver Szolnoki. I have to get used to his name a little bit too. But sure I know Shane's game. Looks like they're pretty relaxed. Dress code here. Well, they must be playing in all the Bahamas or somewhere. Not just kidding. But should be an interesting match. Shane won the lag. He'll break first. I don't know if they're breaking from this anywhere or in a box. I'll find that out. The 9's on the spot, so that makes it somewhat difficult. I was actually one of the first. I see they're using a magic rack, so that'll help him make a few more balls on the break. He's breaking from the left side, left bottom. He's going to cut the rack, send the cue ball probably to the side rail. Kind of medium hard. No, he just hit it head on. Wow, and the corner ball went straight in the hole. That was amazing. That was an amazing break. That the corner ball went straight in and he hit head on like that. So maybe it's going to go every time. He'll put left top, come straight back down the table between the 9 and the 4. Oh, he didn't get enough spin on it. He didn't get position. Now he's going to move that rack thing out of the way. Well, he's just got back from fishing or something, looks like. Nah, just kidding. He's going to bank the 2 ball back down the table just past the 4 and probably put the cue ball behind the 7. He'll use the 7 and the 4 to block Szolnoki with. Maybe put a little bit of right on it so it checks the cue ball. These safeties always need a little bit of spin. For you amateurs out there, you need to take note on that. He did throw probably a little bit of right on that. He did get him, though. Maybe he did. Looks kind of like you can see it from here. I don't know if they're going to give me any more angles on the camera work. Is this it? If this is it, then I'll be guessing a little bit. But that's the way it goes. It's the nature of the game. You guess when you play, too. He looks like he can see the edge of it. He'll try to thin the ball and come back around where the 7 ball is, right where he is. He'll hit it with a little bit of left, maybe, or just straight ball. Just thin it, come back around the 7. That was a good shot. He hit it perfect. Shane may not have thrown any right on that safety. And that maybe is why he sold out. He tried to play that shot with no spin. I don't think he put any spin on it. So there you go. A little bit of a mistake from a great player. And I do the same thing. I do it all the time. Right top. He'll put a little right on it. You always want to kick these with the ball spinning with the rail a little bit. Like that. 2 rails. Try to hit it with speed. Put some distance between it. That was a nice shot. He can pocket the 2 ball. It's going to be tough to get on the 3. I can tell you that. And the 4 might go too. He might make both of them. He surely might make one of them. And then when you don't make either one of them, you're surprised on this shot. It looks like a 2-way shot. Pool's such a difficult game when you get shots like this. I remember when I was younger, I would already shot this ball in. Wouldn't even think about it. Now I'm getting older. I start second guessing myself. He'll just roll it with straight, a little bit of left maybe. or straight ball. And he missed both of them. He actually drew the ball. He shouldn't have drawn the ball. Look at there, he tied up. He put it. I think Shane will just play safe. Maybe. It may be the smartest shot because the 4-ball went in a bad place. He can pocket the 2. Maybe he'll pocket and spin around and get on the 3 and try to come back. Or he's going to draw 1 rail. Just like that. Good shot. This table is really dry. I keep forgetting how dry this is. When I play on my table, it's really kind of rough all the time. Looks like he can just draw back or draw back and hit him. He's going to stun it. He's going to play the 7-ball. He'll put a little bit of right on this so it holds the 7-ball. Looks like in the 7, the 4 will just roll over, or he's going to play both of them and draw off. Nope, he played what I said. Good shot. And he let the 4 just roll over. And that's exactly what I was never finished saying. He'll put some right top on this and be a little bit aggressive on this shot. Don't baby this shot. See how he still wasn't aggressive enough. Look at that. But he's all right. Actually, he was all right. That's perfect. He'll just roll 2 rails. That's the prudent play, but he might draw it. A lot of players like drawing this shot. Nope. See, he learned watching me play, and he knows not to draw that shot. He knows the right shot is to roll it. Now, he'll draw this one. I like rolling this one, to tell you the truth. It doesn't bother me at all to roll this one anymore. I'll draw it with left. See, there, he's getting smarter. There you go. All right, just stop right there. He would have drawn that ball years ago. Getting smarter. Shane takes the lead, 1-0. It's a winner's break, looks like, so left bottom, breaking from the left side. Wow, he hit it head on again. He made the ball straight in the corner. Huh. Wow, he might run some racks if he can get on the 1. He'll just go 2 rails with the cue ball. He'll be kind of aggressive too because he's got to get around the table and get on this ball, and he wants to get off the rails like that. Yeah, and he landed straight. He needed to hit that a little harder or come up short. But he still can get out of it. He can jack up and spin, but he'll have to take a long shot on the 3-ball. This table is very conducive to good play like it always is over there. They're playing on a Brunswick. Haven't seen Szolnoki shoot yet, so I don't know how he plays yet. Shane's going to jack up and, like I said, try to put some spin on it like that. And he played safe behind it too. Look at that. Oh, there may be a keyhole, I don't know. Good players get the good rolls. And I got a few in my day. And now it's over. I couldn't get a roll in a bakery right now. But he's got to kick this because I can see he's looking how to hit it. He's got a clean kick at it. 1 rail. He'll hit it high on the cue ball. Another note for you amateurs out there and weekend players and even good players. Kick real high on this ball, and that'll kind of whiffle it and stop it a little bit. Unless he can see it. I think he can see it actually. Oh, if he's trying to thin it and go through there, yeah, he's going to thin it and go through there. Which is not a bad play. Jesus, the whole time I thought he had to kick at it. I think that in the beginning he was going to do some kind of kick, but then he decided to do that. Shane should just shoot with right top, real slow, and just bank the 2-ball to the right rail as we look and let the cue ball go behind the 7, 9, and 4. Just shoot it real slow. Oh, he's going to do something else. That's not bad either. Only thing is he can still see the ball. The kick. If he would have shot my shot, he would have had to kick at it. 2 rails maybe. He can hit right behind this one and knock it down table. But it's going to be hard to hide the 2 ball maybe. Unless it weasels down here and goes behind another ball. I think he can see the edge of the ball actually. Again. You can make this and come back and get position. Because this table is nice and dry. Oh, he can play it behind the 3. That's the right shot there, that's for sure. I didn't know he could see that much of it. That he could play that shot. Looked like he was snookered. More than that. Shane will kick this maybe kind of medium hard a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Still kind of soft. Good shot. Good speed. And these guys are giving you a good example of kicking, that the speed that you kick the shot is vital. So not only do you have to know how to use the spins on the kicks, you got to factor in how hard you got to hit the kick shots. Now he's going to cheat the kick here. He would have to kick at this or spin around it. He could spin around it and hit it, but he's going to try to jump it. I don't know if it's worth making unless he can make the ball and then run into the 3 ball. That's the only way he can get position, I think. Unless he hits the 6 ball somehow and gets. I think he'll miss it and get safe. No, he was playing safe. It's actually what he was doing. I could tell that. He left Shane a shot, but it's tough to get position, I can tell you that right now. He's dead straight in. These are the kind of shots that you want to take it on and try to be a hero, but pool sometimes is just a bunch of safeties and get a shot and win the game. And sometimes you feel guilty playing all those safeties to win, but that's the way pool is. It's the nature of the game. It's a hard game. Looks like he's going to take it on maybe somehow. He's got to draw back. If he just draws back a little bit, he'll have a shot like that. There you go. He bumped a 7 in trouble. Big trouble. I'll tell you that. Unless he can draw back and then hit the 9 with a 4. I think he's going to go across with right top. He'll try to go straight across. This is a tough shot. Good shot. He made that look easy. He's a great shooter. He knows the importance of being a great shooter and being able to move the cue ball to be a great player. Players that are really, really, really good, like Shane, are excellent shooters. And myself at one time. He'll hit this kind of with a middle ball like, or a draw, and he's going to try to hit the 9, I think. Or he'll try to miss it, I don't know. I think he's got to try to hit it like that, exactly. Beautiful shot. Wow, did he make a great out from there. That shows what a great player he is, getting out from there. Left bottom, stop. I thought he should have went to the rail there. He should have taken that on and hit it real hard. But he tried to stay right there, but he's still all right. These pockets are like bushel baskets. He could hit the side rail and still make this, I think. He'll put a lot of left bottom on it and draw it. He's going to hit it in the middle because he knows it ain't going to miss if he hits it a little bit funny, probably. And your confidence goes up on the table when it's real dry like this. He'll just stop right there or pull over just a little. And roll it in with a little bit of left. Or just checked it with right. 2-0 Shane. That was a world-class out right there. I guess he's going to hit him straight on with a little bit of left and draw back. That's what he did. And he's going to try to make the corner ball, which is the 3 ball. Wow. And it went straight in again. This guy here, he's got to pray that Shane gets snookered, and he's not getting snookered. This could be of course, it could change too at any moment. You know how a pool is. He'll put right on this, or he'll come out to the middle, or he'll draw around and now he put right on it, came down the tape, down the rail. I thought he would have wanted to be out a little bit. He doesn't mind drawing back on this. I don't like this shot he's got here. I hate this shot. But he doesn't mind it. Or he's gonna draw back. This takes the touch of a surgeon. This shot. And that's why, that shot right there is death. He was supposed to come out between the 6-7 and get a little angle and then go 2 rails. And then shoot the 4 in the corner. That was the prudent play. That shot scares me to death, the one he just tried there. And in Florida somewhere, it's even double hard. Might not never. If you try to draw it, if you do draw it back, you'll go too far. He's going to try to kick with speed and clip the right side of the 4 as he looks. And he clipped the right side and he hit it almost perfect. I think he can shoot at it to make it. And this is the kind of shot years ago, 30 years ago, I'd shoot this shot in just every time I got it. Now I don't know if I'm going to make it. Little things are creeping in like that. I don't know what happened, but I guess I'm getting too old. But I'll find a way to fix it. You just put some right bottom on it. And just don't overhit it. Play a little thick on the ball and throw the ball in the hole. That's what he tried to do, but he aimed a little bit too thick. He probably shouldn't have missed that shot, being a pro. I mean, but it's a 50-50 kind of. But I remember a time that you couldn't hold a gun to my head, I wouldn't miss it. I might then, I just kidding. But anyway, Shane's got a shot to cut it in or to play safe. He's going to put a lot of spin and shoot it slow or just cut it in. See how, I can't believe that ball hung up. I really can't believe that right there now. That surprised me. I thought that was going to go in. This is a Brunswick though. You might get a couple more balls to hang up on this table. I don't know the age of this felt, so they tell me that every felt's new, so he'll just shoot, he'll clip it and try to hit the point like that. But he should have, that's a good shot. Came out all right. He almost overhit it. That was a dangerous shot. So if he'd have got to the rail over there, that would have been death on the 5 ball. You shoot this with left, just below center with left, and hit it kind of hard and go to the rail. He'll stun it like. That's the shot the amateurs have to learn right there. You got to know when to shoot hard, and medium, and soft, and medium hard, and medium soft. There's all kinds of little speeds you got to hit these shots. Left bottom, he'll hit this hard because he wants to get off the rail over there. There you go. He wants that angle so he can draw back to the side rail again, or I would use the rail again. I'm not real good at going back to the middle off the shot, or he's going to go 3 rails. He's going to hit it real firm, 3 rails. Now that one you got to hit even firmer a little bit. So I'm giving you an idea how hard he's hitting these shots. He'll stun this with left bottom or just roll it 1 rail and come out and shoot the 9 in the same pocket. With 2 rails, yeah, you just put spin on it. That's the way you hit that one. You just put a lot of spin on it and it just carries it over there for you. He really didn't hit that hard. He'll roll this in with a little bit of right. And Szolnoki's on the board. 2-1, Shane Van Boening leads. Shane hung up that fly ball. I was surprised. Left side, Szolnoki, I don't know if he's going to cut him or hit him the way Shane's doing. Yeah, he cut him. He still got the corner ball. And he's got a shot on the 2. So this corner ball is going to go, I think, anybody could make the corner ball, looks like, on this table. It's hard to believe. And the 9's on the spot. This doesn't even register in my mind that the corner ball should be hitting the middle the last diamond there before the corner. It shouldn't even be hitting in the pocket. He's going to draw this with left bottom or roll it and go 2 rails and shoot the 3 in the corner. He's going to go 1 rail and shoot the 3 in the corner. I said he was either going to draw it or lightly roll it, but he couldn't roll it. Now he'll roll this with right top. I don't know why he's looking over there. He should just roll this with right top and bounce off or stun it a little bit and bounce off and stay right there the way he was looking. If he tries to go across the table, it's the wrong shot. Oh, he's going to roll it in the side. He's going to take the safer shot. I don't like these little side shots, but that one was all right. Sometimes they take on ones that are too tricky, I think. They avoid the corners even more than they should. I like shooting the balls in the corners a little bit more. He'll roll this with right top and go, he should go 2 rails like that. Now he'll draw back. He really doesn't want to get straight on this ball. He wants some kind of angle on the 6 ball. He'll just draw back a little. That is not good. See his head shrug a little bit? That's because he didn't land where he wanted to, that's for sure. I don't like this at all. It's still doable, but he needed that angle. He really did. On that shot, I wouldn't have drawn back much at all. I'd have taken a little harder shot on the 6 to make sure that I didn't land like this. And I still might not have got out because I'd have taken that harder shot, but at least I wouldn't land like this. I hate landing like this. It's crazy. Pool's such a difficult game. People have no idea how hard this game is. Even when the table's easy, he'll draw back just lightly because it's all he can do, or he'll stop right there. He might be better off to stay right there because he doesn't want to create any more angle than he's already got. Or he's going to draw all the way back and try to shoot the 7 in the other corner. Or draw back and try to get... That was brilliant right there. But that shows you how nice this table's playing. Like in Florida, you could never take that shot on. Somewhere where maybe if there were 1,000 people around the table and it was a little bit sticky too. Somewhere in Indonesia, like I played a match there, it was unbelievable. Stickiest place I ever played pool. Now he can put a lot of right bottom on it. He may be able to draw past the side. The table's really dry. If the table was wet, he wouldn't even try and go in past the side pocket there. He would go back and forth before the sides. Believe me. That was amazing how good he hit the 6. Even though it was dry, it was still a nice shot. He drew back and went 2 rails off the side rail. He'll put a little bit of right, just use 2 rails here, like that. This guy knows how to play because he played that shot really correctly. He went a little bit too far though. He'll put a little bit of left bottom on this, or a little bit of right. He'll draw and just lightly draw past the side with a light draw, like that. This guy can play. I can see that. He hit that exactly the way I said too. All right, he tied it up. 2-2. Szolnoki. Left side, already going to left bottom, draw to the rail. Corner ball's in. Shane's going to have a tough match with this guy because he don't look scared at all. I can see that right away. He's not got a scared bone in his body after some of the shots he just made. So that's when you know you got a tough match on your hand. When a guy comes out making tough shots like that, you know he's not scared of you. Unless he gets a little scared down around the end. Sometimes it don't matter how good you're playing. When you know you got a chance to win, you can get the stage fright all at once. But the 9's wired right here. All he's got to do is cut it nicely. And it's in. Pretend he's just making the 1 ball. Wow, he played safe. I thought he would have just played the 9 straight in the hole. Wow. I guess he thought he had such an easy safety there. And then he butchered the safety. Shane will just, he'll bank the 1 down. He looks like he's going to cut at it. He's going to try to make it. And he figures he might get a safety if he misses it. He's going to go back and forth to try to land just right on the 2. He figures the pockets are so sweet, he can still hit the rail. And he hit it. It would have went in a thimble. He hit that so good. That would have went in a thimble. All right, he's going to put left top and go around the 8 ball. Good for the side. These guys are making me look good, I'll tell you that. For the moment. He'll put left bottom and just draw to the rail. Draw to the bottom rail. That's the right shot. I don't see anything else unless he didn't want to land straight on this, but he's got to. He can go 2 rails. He got just right where he can go 2 rails out for the side pocket. Shane plays a lot like I do too. And he underhit that one. Now he's got to whack it in the side with a lot of left bottom or finesse a draw shot for the left corner up there. And he'll shoot the 7 in the same corner if he hits that correct. And he'll shoot the 7 in the left side looking the way we're looking right now. I just finished playing tennis with my girlfriend, and I'm extra sharp right now, seems like. The tennis is a great game. So much fun. I still can't understand why they don't play pool, though. They all go together. Golf, tennis, and pool. They're all just alike. He's going to take the whack in the side with the left bottom, or he'll finesse it somehow. Wow, it hit the 7. I'm surprised it hit the 7 ball. He didn't hit that low on it. He just kind of ran into the 7. I would have hit it lower and missed it. But he came out all right. He'll just roll this in. He'll be a little bit aggressive with straight top and come straight across the table like that. Now he'll float this in with right or draw down to the bottom rail with kind of middle ball and bounce off. That shot's tricky right there, so you don't put spin on it. Left bottom, just draw. Right bottom, I mean. Just draw. These guys are playing good, so. 3-2, Shane's breaking. He's going to do that dink break again. Draw back. Yep. Corner ball's in. It's the only ball they're making, to tell you the truth. I haven't seen another ball drop in. But it's all they need. Shane's been landing beautifully on the 1, I'll tell you that. If I could land like he lands on the 1, I could play a little bit myself, I think. He's going to draw back. He's going to land on either side of that 2 ball. I don't know which side. He'll hit it kind of flat. Draw down the table like that. He didn't get enough. He didn't get into that. He underhit that severely. It shows something's going on, that it's not quite as conducive as I think. I see a burn mark on the break area down there. I don't know how. The table's playing nice, but not as nice and slick as some of them I've seen. He's just going to thin this ball and try to go around and get behind the 8 ball, maybe. He won't put no spin on it if he tries to get behind the 8. He'll hit it with a straight ball, real thin. And then And the rail will create its own spin. When you shoot a ball with no spin and it hits 2 or 3 rails, the rails will create spin automatically. That's how he got the ball where it is. If he would have put any spin on that, it would have hit the 8 going in 2 rails off it would never even went down to the bottom rail. So you got to know when to put no spin or spin on these safeties. He hit that really well, I'll tell you that. Shane, I still say he's a more complete player than I ever was, but I'm still a hell of a player. He's going to download. Yeah, I guess this is the only way to kick it. I was thinking he could go some other way. Shane had him handcuffed there, I'll tell you that. I thought he could have kicked bottom rail just before, in between the 6 and the 4, and then down and try to whiffle around in the rails and hit it somehow. No. Shane will just draw out and get on the 3 like that with an angle. Go towards that 4 ball on the side. He's hit that perfect. I don't know if he can roll this or he might have to stun it a little bit. I can't tell. Yeah, he stunned it just a little bit with right and rolled it too, which is a really talented shot. Some of these shots these guys are hitting, you really don't know how talented they are. Right bottom, he'll just draw off a little. No, he's going to float down and play the other way. That's a good shot too. He'll put straight top. He'll go to the side rail over here. 2 rails. Beautifully. He didn't put any spin on that shot. So you need to really pay attention when we spin the ball and when we don't. He may put a right on this and float down like that. Right top he put on that and float down the table. Now he'll use the side rail. He'll draw off the side rail. He'll stun this a little and spin it. He knows how to play all the shots the right way. He'll stop right there. He usually runs out the right way most of the time when you give him an opportunity. 4-2, Shane leads, breaking from the left side. He's going to use that same ping pong break or something. I don't know what it is. He kind of whiffles the cue ball off the rack with a lot of bottom. I think he fouled the break. I haven't been watching for that either. He did. That guy was watching. Tell you what, Szolnoki was watching. I think the 1 is straight in. So he'll just roll it in and roll up. Shane couldn't hear him. And Szolnoki, it looked like a silent film or something there. He tapped him on the shoulder. That was hilarious. Before Shane could shoot the shot. He had to do something, didn't he? Oh, that was nice. He'll draw back. Let's see, we'll see how conducive this table is right here. Left bottom. It's fairly. That still didn't get that wiffle ball effect when it took off, the acceleration. So maybe there's a little humidity in the air in this joint more than the other ones. I don't know. He's got to bank this down the table and use the 6 and the 9 and the 4 to get him. He'll put a little left on this to check the cue ball just a little so that it gets behind that 4 ball like that. And that's well done. And he can't get to this ball no way but kicking it. He may try to hit this high on it and get the wiffle effect. It looks like the 8 is in the way for the wiffle ball shot. You would kick high on the ball and try to hit it, and then when it hits it kind of solid, it'll stick kind of, like we've been talking about some of these kicks. It looks like he can barely do it. He's trying it. He did to some degree. That wiffle, and he got away with it. He got a good roll there. That shot wasn't there. He was supposed to hit that with a little bit of draw, and he got away with that one. because he didn't hit it as full as he wanted to. But that's pool, you know, you got to get a few breaks to play well and win matches. Unless you just get up and play perfect every time. Looks like he's going to bank the 3 back behind the 7-6. He's going to put the 4 down behind the 4. The cue ball down behind the 4. I left him a window. That's a little bit of a mistake. Pretty unfortunate that he left him that little bit. He might make it. I don't think he can, though. I think he's got to thin the ball and try to come back. That was so funny. He was going to shoot and he found the break. He's going to thin it somehow, come back, try to put the 3 behind the 8 somehow. No, I thought he could try to make it, and he could. He could have made that ball because he undercut it. He sure could have made it. It didn't look like he was loading up to shoot, to me. But he could have made that ball very easily, but it shows you how tough the long shots are. They're just, in pool, people don't realize when you get 7, 8, 9 feet from a shot, you don't realize how hard it is. He's going to roll this in with the right and try to come around the table. He might, I was thinking he might try to come around the other way, but he didn't. He hit that great. That was a really courageous way to get on that ball. I think most people would have played the 4 ball in the other corner, opposite where he's shooting this one. He's going to draw off with left bottom. He'll probably shoot the 6 in the corner or the side, in the side. I'm getting those last calls just in the last moment. I know they can play for 2 or 3 pockets on a lot of these shots, because I do too. He's going to draw it a little bit or draw 2 rails and go back out. 2 rails and back out, yeah, for the same side. He moves the cue ball nicely. A little bit funny there, but he's still all right. He'll just, and he wants to hit real high on this ball. On this shot, you amateurs now, you want to hit real high to avoid that 8. He's going to go 2 rails and shoot the 8 right there in the corner, and he missed it. And that happens on that shot right there, because you've got to be aggressive on that shot. Boy, if this 7 doesn't go in the corner, he's got a tough shot. I'll tell you that right now. If the 7 doesn't go, the right shot's the 4 rail on the 7. I think it goes. No, he's going to cut it in the other corner. Uh-oh, this is a real whack job here. Wow, good shot. Beautiful. See what a good shot maker Shane is. That guy should have had, Szolnoki should have won that. Should have got out. Gonna roll this in with left top, go 2 rails, shoot the 9 in the same corner. 5-2, Shane leads. So Szolnoki stumbled there. He could have chewed back into the lead. Shane's breaking, changed his break. I don't know why. Right side, it's hitting them hard. Look at that. Made the corner ball. Got a shot. Yeah. It looks like an easy out. All he's got to do is make the 1. Get back to the middle near the 4. Back where he is, kind of. Or he'll go back to the middle. Or he'll draw around, maybe. He can draw 3 rails. No, he's just going to go 1 rail back to the middle, like I said in the beginning, yeah. Because the 2's right there real easy. He'll just draw off with left bottom and go 2 rails for the, what is that, a pink 4 ball? Yeah. Draw off like that, or he'll go 1 rail now. He might have landed where he, you know, the 6, I haven't even noticed the 6 is really tricky. He can't play a combination on the 7 because it's off the rail too far. That's why he slowed down. He's got to I think he drawed off too far. He should have stayed where he had more angle. This is going to make this harder to get to the 6 now. Let's see what he's going to do. He needs to come down table. Somehow. He needs to get where he can shoot the pink in one of the corners and get an angle coming back the other way. Or shoot it in the side somehow. He's going to play to that corner. I don't like this. Well, he can draw out of it. I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to draw straight to the side rail. This is tricky, but he can do it. Or he can spin 2 rails, which is tricky too. Yeah. That was always going to be a tough shot. This pocket is the only thing can happen here if the ball curves or hits the point. If he hits it towards the pocket to some degree, gets it in the cylinder down there, it's going to go, I think, because the pockets are not that difficult. I said the only thing that could happen was hit the point, or those 2 things. Yeah, I've done that a trillion times, that shot right there. I don't know if Szolnoki's going to draw this to the side rail or go 2 rails. I can see he's cueing high. He's going to spin 2 rails. That's the right shot. There's a lot of players that won't do that right there. They won't spin that ball. They'll draw it every time. They're just so dead afraid of spinning and following. That's why I like straight pull so much. You got to use the whole cue ball. You got to know all kinds of shots. He's going to spin 3 rails. You got to know all kinds of shots in straight pull, more than 9 ball, I think, in the other games. I don't know. He'll put a little bit of left, I think, on this one. I think it's the more prudent play to put left and come down the middle of the table. Or he might put right. And he put right, just like I didn't say in the beginning. I did mention it. And I know they're always going to put something different. I don't know why he's not moving that contraption on there. He's going to put a little right on this. Just rolling in. Always put a little right on that, you amateur players out there. Szolnoki cuts into the lead, 5-3, breaking from the left side, left bottom, drawing to the side rail. The corner ball did not go. But the 1 went in the corner, and he fouled the break. He didn't get 2 balls back, did he? We got 1 in, but he only got 1 ball back. That's a mistake right there. But this is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Shane's going to draw 2 rails probably, or just follow straight down. I can't tell the way he's cueing. Yeah, he's going to draw 2 rails like that. He may have overhit this. And he did. Wow. I've done that shot a few thousand times too. Oh, it's an amazing game. It's the safest shot on that shot, but you're playing good and you overamp just a little bit sometimes. Shane's going to jump this with this jump stick, which I disagree that he snookered himself. He should have to kick at it. That's for sure. It's going to be hard to get position, though, because the 3's going the wrong way to get on the 4. He may can pocket the ball, but I doubt he'll get position. Wow, how good did he hit that? He got position. Wow, that's amazing. I didn't think he'd ever get that ball to that rail and bounce off. That's a good shot. I'll tell you that right now. Hell of a shot. Now he'll draw this with right bottom. I don't know if he'll stay before the... Yeah, he's going to stay before the side like that. The only thing is he underhit that a little bit. No, he didn't really. That's all he could do, really. Now he'll stun this with a little bit of left just below center and go 2 rails. These are the shots a lot of amateurs struggle with. And Shane does too. Look at that. Those shots are tricky. And In straight pool, you got to shoot shots like that all the time. I wish my opponent had a shot that tricky every time he went to shoot. I'd rob him. Because I'm good at them shots. I love those tricky ones. I used to be, anyway. But anyway, here's another little break for Szolnoki. He's going to roll this in and come across the table real lightly. He doesn't have to take a chance because the 6 is right there. Unless he wants to, he's cueing it kind of funny. I thought he would just lightly roll it. Wow, he shot that wrong. He should have just rolled in and came over and shot the 6 in the corner. Or this. He got away with it to some degree. Now he handed it right back. Shane's going to knock the 5 down table and send the cue ball over by the 6. Got that in just in time. He hit that really well. Wow. He hit that like perfect. He's got an easy kick at it, but it's going to be hard to determine how he's going to get a safety. Speed on this is critical. He'll hit high on the cue ball. This is one ingredient you need to do on this shot when it comes up, is always hit high on the cue ball. These guys both look athletic to some degree. They're not in good shape. I don't know how old Szolnoki is. High on the ball. See how he hit high on it? Tried to whiff with it a little bit. It's going to sell right out, though. And you just never know what's going to happen on a shot like that when the ball's sitting next to another one and it can't get free. I don't know how old Szolnoki is, but he looks like he's in pretty good shape. Shane's in decent shape. Oh, my scouting report. I just turned 60 years old. I'm finished. 6 feet tall, 159 pounds. Remarkably, my weight is really, really good. As good as it gets, but I still feel I'm failing and I'm losing my edge. My career record is 10,000 wins, 50,000 losses. Yeah, you're going to die with a losing record. Don't worry about it in pool. Pool is so hard, you can't have a winning record. It's impossible. I don't know if he's going to draw around and put the big whip on it. No. I was hoping he'd show us something there. He could have drew it all the way around the table and it's a little exciting. Just put inside on it and came over. A little bit of right and roll it. Shane takes a big lead now, 6-3. Szolnoki could have chewed into it 5-4, but Shane's going back over there, breaking hard, slamming them. Szolnoki needs a roll. There, he got it. A little one. Just a little roll. Shane wants to hit the 7 ball because it destroyed his good break. He did hit those good, and he controlled the cue ball really well. But, you know, the pool balls don't always cooperate the way you want. Looks like he's going to roll out to the jump shot. He's a good jumper. He made sure that he would learn how to jump as good as me, that's for sure. I guess that's watching all that video on me when he was a kid. But I guess I'm just not the best at nothing anymore. Ha ha ha. Now wait till you play me. You'll see how old I am. But anyway, Shane's going to roll out to a kick down there if he does that. And he's got to jump. I don't think he likes to jump, the roll out on the jump on this one. I still say I got a few shots in my bag he might not have, though. Who knows? He's a pretty talented guy, I'll tell you that. But he's going to roll out to the kick. And he's going to use the 3 ball. See how he did that? Remember I told you about sometimes when you roll out, use another object ball to get the cue ball where you want it. He couldn't actually put that ball there without hitting the 3 ball. So he's going to roll out to the kick. He's going to dare him to kick 2 rails and knock it down table and get him safe. Or Shane's going to try to do the same thing if Szolnoki elects to give him the shot. Pool's such a great game. I can't believe it's the way it is. No tournaments. Like it's totally disappeared. The professional pool is almost extinct. He'll put some left on it and kick it a little bit firm to knock it down there like that. Man, he hit that good. The speed on that was ideal. Because if he'd hit it any harder, it would have went out from behind the 2 ball and he would have left him some kind of shot. And he's left it tricky too, looks like. Shane's going to have to kick this with a lot of bottom. Now this is a shot that you need to pay attention on. This is not a natural shot. He's got to draw it a little bit with right. He can't just roll it. And a lot of times amateurs don't see these shots. You'll see the cue ball curve a little here. And he actually didn't shoot the shot the way I said. Did you see that? So there you go. One point for me. Of course, I'm not here to score any points. I'm just here to give you the facts on this match a little bit. I'm surprised he overlooked that and didn't draw it. Because I've done that on that. I've had that shot before and I go, I can roll it. I know I don't have to draw it and I'll miss the whole ball like that. I've done that. Been there, done that one too. So the 4 ball, he rolled the 9 against the 4 and it made it tricky. That slowed him down a little bit on his thought process. He's just going to roll just past the side and bounce off the rail. That's all he needs to get on the 2 to get to the 3. Damn, he drew it down there. That was a mistake right there. Never draw into a shot when you got ball in hand like that. Never draw into a shot of that nature unless you have to. And big little mistake there. I mean, 6-3, it's a mistake, I guess. Kind of, yeah, because you can still play safe. But the safety's tricky too now. I think he might go for it, jack up and pop it in the way things are going. Now he looks like he's going to play some kind of half, kind of rolling safe. And he did it well. Wow. That was a hard safety to play. He kind of like had to stun the ball and like let it roll, you know, like a half little stun jack up. He'll hit this with a little bit of right, kind of medium hard like that. Those kicks like that need a little bit of spin. Boy, how they rolling for Shane. That was a nice roll too. So, you know, you got to get these little creepy rolls to... He's playing well too, and he's breaking good, but you always got to get these little bitty rolls. This one's hard to play safe on. I can tell you that right now. But I went a week. I think I went about a week. I didn't run 100 balls in straight pool. I was ready to go out and lay down in the traffic. I was like, had circles in my eyes. I was so miserable that I couldn't run 100 balls. People don't realize how hard it is to run 100 pool balls. They really don't. I don't know if you can just shoot this slow and just stay there. I'm going to try to cut it down the table and do something like that. That's a clever shot. I'll tell you that right now. Very clever. Unless he can make it and draw back. I think he can. He took a peep at it. I think he can make it. He actually can make the ball. I thought it rolled out enough to where he couldn't make it. I think he can just barely make it and draw back and just avoid the side. This is the kind of shot that Shane thrives on. He really did model himself a bit like myself. He relishes the tough shots. He always relishes the tough shots. Not many players are like that. And I was like that myself. Now I'm starting to kind of look at them a little different. But I don't know. I still Don't mind a tough shot. I really don't. I think that's what makes the greatest player the greater. He's the greater player. He'll put a lot of left on this and try to come down, I think. It looks like I can see he's putting left on it. And see, I didn't like that. I liked him trying to go around somehow on that. Because that ball was going to slide. It really was never going to take the spin, I think, and go on the other side of the three like he wanted. Shane's got to barbecue this one. He's got to use the rail and massively draw it and whiff it past the side like that. You never know what's going to happen on that shot. Exactly. And there you go. No one could ever know exactly what's going to happen on that shot. That shot's that difficult. All these shots, they could play forever on this table, and I'd know every shot. I'd seen it. I missed some of them. I missed some plays on them. That's a foul, I think. He's going to say a hit at the same time. Yeah, I thought it was a foul. A lot of times the player will say, oh, that hit it at the same time. Now he needs to draw this back a little bit and get on the four for the corner. This looks a little bit tricky itself. Almost looks like he could play safe again and get a better shot. That was no easy shot right there, just getting on that ball. People don't realize, I mean, people that play pool realize how hard pool is to some degree, and some people that play pool don't realize how hard pool is. But people that don't play pool really don't have no idea. He can follow forward, I think, get on the five. Nice stunned over. I didn't know he had an angle. That's perfect. He landed perfect on that four ball to be able to do that, I'll tell you that. He could shoot that shot again and couldn't land that good, I don't think. He'll draw back just a little bit. This is a little bit of a mistake for Shane to give him this game back. I don't know why he didn't draw that back more. Less little nerves are starting to creep in him now that weren't there before, earlier in the match. He should have drawn back a little bit there more. He's got too much angle. But he's still okay. He'll just come straight down. Try to put a little bit of spin on it. It's hard to put spin on that shot because you'll miss the ball if you put too much spin on that shot because the cue ball's against the rail. If the cue ball's off the rail more, you can put more spin on it. But when the cue ball's close to the rail and that ball's close to the rail, it's really hard to put a lot of spin on it and make the ball consistently. I don't know if he'll go before the side or past the side and play the 9 on the other side. Right there. And he went too far. He'll play it in the corner. So that was a prudent play. He could get either side. He could get the side or the corner, see? He'll just stop right there on the 9. 6-4, Shane leads. Szolnoki is breaking. Left side, probably left bottom. Ooh, he hit him head on, but he made one. He got 2 back. And he got a shot unless it froze against the 1 ball. I think he has a shot. And if he does, it could be a nice out for him right here. All you have to do is just put some inside on it, come straight back down the table and get it on that 2 ball. But that 3 ball is kind of funny with the 8. The 8's like a bowling ball or basketball sitting there. Pool's such a great game. Since I got the table, I've been playing like 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. I can't play enough. It's like I'm trying to learn I'm trying to be good again, you know? It's crazy. I'm obsessed and possessed at the same time. But I'm playing nothing but straight pool. That's all I've been playing for like 2 months. I haven't played anything else hardly. And it's just driving me crazy. He's going to bump into the 9. He has no choice. Oh, wow, he missed it. I think he should have bumped the 9 and played the 3 in the corner, down in the corner. He should have put a little right on that and just got off the rail a little bit with the cue ball, with a little bump, and then played the 3 in the other corner. Because he's left himself a trickier shot here. He can roll this in though, but it can be missed too because it's, you know, actually that ball wasn't that hard because I thought he had to go to the side rail, but he didn't. He came out all right there. I think he's going to draw straight back. This table doesn't draw as easy as some of the other ones I've commentated. I'll tell you that right now. You got to hit a little bit harder, and it's a little bit harder to predict how far you're going to draw it because you got to hit harder. He's going to draw back for the side with left bottom off the side rail. I noticed the cue ball's taking different angles just a little bit than some of the other tables I've commentated too. He'll draw out in the middle of the table, left bottom, aim thick on the ball, draw out like that. I think he's got a little bit of angle. If he does, he'll stun over and shoot the 9 in the same pocket. Or if he doesn't, he'll roll down and shoot the 9 to our right. He'll roll down and shoot it to our right. He's shooting into the lead. Pretty good. Right top, just rolling in. He plays a lot of shots like I do too. He's not flamboyant, but he's a really good player. Left bottom, draw to the rail. Shane still leads 6-5. Szolnoki broke. He has a shot on the 3. He can pocket the ball. Now this is the kind of shot. I mean, 30 years ago, I'd just pop this right in. Now, I miss them once in a while. I'd never miss this shot years ago. I mean, unless I was having a bad day or something, maybe. But I just love shots like these. It goes right in the left corner. The way we look, the left corner, his right corner, the way he's looking. All he's got to do is just roll it in. Make it, the cue ball will go 2 rails and he'll get perfect shape on the 4 ball for the corner if he hits it the right speed. You know, he can make it, he's looking at the other corner. From this, the way it looks on here, it don't look like he can shoot it in the other corner. Yeah, he's shooting it in the left corner the way we look, yeah. He drew the ball. He shot that wrong. He was supposed to follow it 2 rails. It was easier to follow that shot than to draw it. So remember that one. Shane's got a bank here. I think he'll roll it. He'll roll it and go between the 4 and the 9. He won't draw it around the 9. No, I didn't know it could come off like that. That was nice. He'll put right top, go down, or stun over with right. Shoot the 5 in the same pocket. He hit a little bit too hard. I can tell this table is got a little more humidity around it. There's no doubt in my mind. It's more humid than a lot of the other matches I've commentated. He'll put a lot of left bottom, draw around or right bottom. He'll put left and spin around with the rails, or right bottom and kill with the rails. Put right and spun around. He put left and spun around with the rails, which is a very talented shot right there. That's not easy to do what he just did right there. A lot of times you undercut that shot, hit it short. He's going to put right bottom, just bounce off the rail. He'll hit this a little bit firm. Ooh, see, this table is way tougher than some of the other tables I've seen. He didn't commit himself on that shot at all. He just took it for granted. And he left himself too far back. I would have took more of a chance on that, put more spin. He let up on the spin. He'll just put right top, come straight down the table, like that. Yeah, this table is way, way more humid than some of the other ones, that's for sure. After watching that ball hang up. And the cue ball's hard to draw. It won't move unless you hit it now. Right, just below center with right and bounce off. See there, it don't move and draw and accelerate like some of the other matches. We'll put right bottom and draw off, or follow up and shooting a 9 in the left corner here. Right bottom and draw off like that. Shooting a 9 in the right corner. Stop right there or stun it. Yep. 6-6. Wow. Shane let him back in the match with some mistakes here. Szolnoki breaking from the left side, and his break seemed to be a little better than Shane's, even though it's not as powerful. Left bottom. No, he's hitting head on now. I guess when they fouled the break a couple of times, it scared them. At least they're smart enough to start hitting the balls. I've seen guys foul the break over and over and over and won't even hit them. I couldn't even believe I was watching that. One time, the guys fouled like 10 breaks or more in a match. But he's going to thin this and go around and try to put him behind the 3-ball. That's the prudent play. I think he can hit the edge of the ball. And that's what he can do. That's all he can do unless he wants to roll out or try to bank it in. He can make the bank, but I don't like that. It was a tough shot. Just going to thin it, real thin. Come around. Oh, he got around the 5, which is better. Wow. That was nice. I didn't know he could get around the 5-ball. That's even better. Got him where he can't jump it or nothing. He's got to kick at it. He's either going to kick 2 rails or 1 rail. He's got to hit this hard. He'll hit this real hard. He won't baby this one. And he'll hit it with bottom and hold it like... Beautiful shot. He hit that really nice, I'll tell you. You just don't know. You know, I do appreciate the kicking. You know, playing against Efren for so many years, and Bustamante, the great kickers of the Filipinos, and all the great kickers that I've played against, that, you know, Buddy Hall and Mizrak, and so many rivalries over my life. Shane kicks really nice, I'll tell you. He really does. Some left on this, running to the 4. God, I can't believe he handed that back. He shot that wrong. He was supposed to just roll it, looked like to me. That is a gift right there. Left bottom, draw off. And he'll put right bottom and draw off the rail a little bit, or draw straight back. It's off the rail. See, he's smart. He knows to use the rails, Shane. And I know he's watched me a lot. And left on this, put a lot of left on it and just kill it a little bit. When you put the opposite spins on these little shots, you can be more aggressive. He's going to follow the rails. See, he knows to use the rails. That's what makes him a better player. He's going to follow with the right a little bit and just bounce off like that. He's done that just a little with right. And he'll draw back a little bit with left. Just draw back all the way to the rail, or, yep. He knows the ball's harder to draw now. He's hitting it a little bit harder. He knows that now to some degree. After that 6-ball miss. That was a gift. 7-6, Shane took back the lead. Didn't get a clean shot on the 1, but he's got to look at a safety. Or he could bank the 1 in. I just don't understand why people don't see what I see in pool. Pool is such a great game. They just crap on it. He's going to put right and bang it in. Looks like he wants to go for it. Shane loves, like I said, he relishes the tough shots. He's not a, he'll play safe, but he'll go for shots too. He's going for it. Right top. He's going to bank it in. Unless he's playing safe. I told you. And I admire that right there. But he got lucky. That you don't admire. If I was playing him, I wouldn't admire that roll. But I still admire the fact that he relishes those tough shots like I once did, or I still do. I don't know. I'm playing a tournament on the 25th of this month. It'll be the first tournament I've played in a year and a half. I mean, if you call this competing, I don't. Pool's in jeopardy, if you ask me. I know they're out there playing these rinky-dink little tournaments and stuff, and some one pocket, but it still doesn't solidify what I need. I need big tournaments, and a lot of them, and I don't need them far apart. This is a joke. I love pool, but I hate what it's become. But it is what it is for now. But I'm playing my first tournament in a year and a half, on 25th in Fort Front Royal, Virginia. So, see what happens. Shane's got a tough shot here. He's got to really fire this. He's got to stay with this shot, or it'll, wow, it shows what a great shot maker he is. That is the worst roll I've ever seen in my life. God. Oh my God, you can only laugh, really, because that was fun. That was unbelievably crazy. Difficult, I mean, cruel. You just don't realize how good he hit that shot. And he's got to stay, I mean, if you even twitch on that shot, the cue ball will self-destruct and whiffle somewhere else. He's going to roll this, draw it down, or roll it with right. That was a big break for Szolnoki. He's going to play the pink in the corner with left bottom and draw off the rail for the 5 in the side pocket. Well, he'll just draw a little bit and shoot the 6 in the corner. See, he walked there and looked. You know, he's not straight in on this. He'll play thick on the ball and put left and then hit it. That's what you amateurs have to do. You got to learn to throw the ball in the pocket. On this shot right here, he's going to aim thick on it. We can see it very clearly. He wants to shoot it in the side, though. I would just draw and shoot this in the corner, probably. He's actually shooting this in the wrong pocket, I think. But it's okay, either pocket. He'd roll up with left top. Could shoot it in with either pocket. I mean, play position on that for either pocket. Now he'll just roll up a little bit. I think he landed where he can just roll a little bit. I wouldn't have played it like that. I would have drew past the side over here with an angle. He doesn't like playing it like that, though. But you could actually miscue more on this shot than the other way. That's the difference. He'll just draw back with left. He's actually got a harder shot from the position the route that he took. He has a harder shot on the 9. If he would have taken my route, he'd have an easier shot on the 9. So you can look at that either way. He'll just draw this or roll it in. I would draw to stun it a little bit with right to make sure it holds the line. He actually rolled that. That's scary the way he shot that one. He's showing a little bit of nerves, but 7-7, and I said maybe around the end some of his nerves might come out. And he did. He missed that easy 1 ball. Left bottom, drawing the ball to the side rail. Straight pull, that's all that game is. There's a bunch of nerves. That's the most brutal game I've ever seen in my life. I've been getting the 98 balls. I ran 100 in 12 yesterday. I finally ran over 100 balls. It's been a week since I ran over 100 balls. That's how hard straight pool is. But my table is not as conducive as most tables, I'll tell you that. It's a little bit tricky, a little bit difficult. The pockets are trickier than, they're not that small, they're 4.5. That's not really, that's just right, really. But they play tricky. Can't just, when you shoot one firm, it's got to be hit right. And it's set up to where if you run 100 balls, you're going to earn it. I'll tell you that. Guarantee you, you take just about, most pros couldn't run 100 balls on my table. I'll tell you that right now. It's that tricky. I don't clean the balls. I think he's going to play safe or bank it in and try to get on it. It's playing safe. Not a bad shot, I'll tell you that. It's going to be hard to hit the ball, maybe. Unless he's got a window right straight through it. But like I was saying, my table is tricky. But it's playable and it's doable. But you might go, like I said, after playing on my table and trying to run 100 balls, you might go lay down in the traffic. Yeah, he's got to draw this one with bottom. This is that same shot we were talking about a while ago. He may kick to the other rail because he has no future in the other shot. It could scratch. It's not impossible to scratch on this one. Hit right underneath the one and it'll stun it right in the pocket. I've scratched this one before. But it's not as easy of a scratch as I've seen. If it was a little bit further off the rail, the one, it's a hard ball to not scratch on. He'll kick this with left, kind of medium hard, like that. Beautiful kick. If it'll get further down there, now it's not that beautiful. But it's still a tricky little shot, a little bit. He's got to really drag the cue ball on this. He could come out in the middle of the table, too, and play a tougher cut. See, he wants to play on the side rail. He wants to get close to the side rail underneath the 3 and the 7. But he's got to shoot it with a lot of right bottom and real slow. He'll aim thick on the ball and let it curve. See, Shane's a little bit off. This table's not that easy. I don't think. See how it boinged it a little bit there. I don't know what time of year it is over there for this match, but going back to straight pool, in the straight pool era, and I said last time on one of my commentaries, if you listen, if you tuned in, that I think professional pool literally died with the straight pool era in 1951 when it died. 5x10s, you know, playing straight pool. That's a real game. Can't get much better than that for the greatest players in the world. But at the same time, it's hard to engage in that game. I think if I could play straight pool, he's going to roll this in. He'll hit it hard. He's either going to hit it soft with right, like that, and come back and try to shoot the 2 in the other corner, but he's scratched. Well, that really boinged right off the rail. Tell you that. I like that little boingy there. Play on one table. I play on one table and you play on another table, and we compete like that. We shoot at the same time, and we play straight pool. Or I run 50 balls, then you run 50 balls. And if you don't run 50, if you run 30, you stop, and then I shoot. And if I run 50, then you're down 50 to 30. And then you get up and you try to run 50. And then if you only run 15, you got 30, 40. And if I get up and I run 50 again, I got 100 and you got 35. And you do that 4 times. No, it's probably have to be more than that. Might need more innings than that. I love straight pool, but it's so hard to figure out how to compete in it. Just, God, it's a shame. It's a great game. You gotta know how to play that game. Just gonna roll this in. Just roll up, get a little angle on that 7, even though he played a little funny to get to where he's so far away from the 7. He must have done something wrong earlier when I was running my mouth about straight pool. He's going to put some left top and go 2 rails, get on the 8 ball. Nice and slow. Take a 1. Oh, look at this. Shane's really, this table's in his head, I'm telling you. Because it's a little funny, like I said. It's not a gimme table like he's used to playing on. You know? He's used to that ball going in, hitting in the facing like that. That's the way my table plays, right there. If you hit that ball in the facing a little bit, it'll hang up from that angle. In most tables, that ball will go in. Most tables that I've commentated in Europe those shots will go in. That shotty hill will go in. Shoot, stop, it's on the 9. Szolnoki's going to take the lead, 8-7. This has really been a comedy of errors here in the last stages of this match. Left bottom, stun over. Szolnoki's going to break to try to serve it out. Serve out the match here. The tennis lingo that they won't even play pool. Golfers won't play pool. Nobody plays pool but pool players. Is that what it is? I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal pool player. Okay. Now, I tell you what. I think pool's the greatest game that's ever been on this earth. And I don't care what a golfer says, and I don't care what a tennis player says. You're missing out by not playing pool. It's a wonderful game. And it's hard. That's why they don't play it, because it's too hard for them. Left bottom, Shane's got to come with a 2-railer, I think. He's going to slow roll it or draw it. Wow. We're going to got that at the last moment. But he shouldn't have. Ooh, he almost got snookered. I thought he was going to get wedged. I thought he should have rolled that 2 rails for the 2 and come back to the same area. You see how good he hit that shot? That took a lot of power to hit a ball like that. This table's not that conducive right now. I can tell. It looks like he can jack up and shoot it in the side and stop it. Golfers don't realize how hard it is to make a pool shot like that. There ain't one golf shot as hard as that shot he just made. Look at that shot. Wow. That's crazy. And they keep calling them golf a sport. There's fat people out there playing. They won't tell me how much they weigh. I told you that an athlete reveals his weight. He's going to draw this back for the 5. What an out this was. Unbelievable. I'll tell you that right now. They don't think pool's a sport. They're crazy. Pool's the hardest game on earth. He'll draw off just a little bit or follow it off the rail like that. Now that's when you amateurs need to really pay attention on how he used the rail instead of drew off. And that's easier to use the rail to get the right angle on that 6. Now he's going to follow down a little bit like that. He underhit that a little bit. He should have went to the other rail on that one. I don't know if he'll go around with a lot of spin inside or he's going to put a lot of right, just check it back down the table. Looks like he's putting high right. Check it back down the table like that. That tape shot takes a little bit of guts. The table's starting to act funny. You see how he hit on the table? That should be illegal to touch the table when the ball's rolling. I said that many times. That you shouldn't be able to touch the table while the cue ball's rolling. He'll put a lot of insight on this. He knows the cue ball's doing something funny. He's going to float it. He was scared of that shot for the moment because the cue ball started doing something weird. I mean, he'll draw this a little or just roll it in with left. Just roll it in with left. He plays so much like I do. but better, because he's younger. Now he's going to mash this one 8-8. How much better can it get? He's going to crush him. He mishit him, though. Ooh, a slight mishit. Will he get away with it? And he does. Wow. Came with the frame job and got Bjorn Borged it. But he's still got a tricky little shot. He's just got to cut that one ball in, negotiate the two ball. Probably hit it with left top, come back just near the 7 ball. Nice and smooth. You want to be nice and careful on this one. He might go on the other side with right. I don't know. I would just put a little left to come near the 7 ball. Oh, he went the other way. And that was I didn't like that way. That was the wrong way to shoot that shot. All you had to do was put a little bit of left and go near the 7 ball and bounce back. There you go. All right, here's Szolnoki has a chance to win the match. Wow. That was some out Shane made that last out, though. He was put some left and come back out on the table like that. Nice and slow. He doesn't want to land straight, and he did. That is a pretty rough roll right there. I think it looked like he's landed dead straight. If he did, he'd have to bank the 3. But if he went, he may use the rail. Oh, the 3 goes past the 7. That's all right. He can draw straight back and shoot the 3 down here. I see it now. Almost missed that. I've done pretty good on the commentary on this match. I haven't stuck my foot in my mouth too many times. This is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. We have a real nail biter right here at the end. Szolnoki is trying to run out left bottom, stunning off the rail, 3 in the corner. It's a gimme out if he can negotiate this 5 ball to the 6. I think if he gets right on the 6, he's got it. The 5 is going the wrong way. Sometimes when you're nervous, you want to just draw 2 rails. He's going to roll it, though, looks like. But yep, he rolled it. He didn't have too much angle on that. So it was safe to go that way, straight down the table. This is the shot. He's got to put left top on it. And the table's acting funny. I've seen it where sometimes I don't know what it is. Something comes over the table and starts boinging. We did on Shane a while ago. He's just going to go left top, come back to the middle of the table down there. And he's hit it perfect. That table was super fast, I'll tell you that. See, that ball could have went all the way to the side rail and he'd had a tough shot, I'll tell you that. But he's perfect here, looks like. It's a stun off the rail. He needs to stun off the rail or he's going to stop right there. Stun off the rail, it's perfect. Amazing that Shane lost this match. I thought he was going to win it, really. But that's the nature of pool. It's a great game. Those golfers and tennis players don't know what they're missing. And everybody else that don't play pool. It's an unbelievable game. But like I said, it's a very difficult game. They shy away from it. Just roll it in or stun it right there. And then Szolnoki won the match 9-8 over Shane Van Boening. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to the Billiard Network for more great pool action from around the world. I'm Earl Strickland saying goodbye.